If you have ever needed to change text inside of a file in Linux and felt unsure how to do it safely, this video is for you. In this lesson, I will show you the simplest working way to use sed step by step. With clear examples, you can actually use in IT work. We will keep everything simple and practical. And if you would like to follow along, there is a link for Linode in the video description. Now let's go to the terminal. Sed, SED, stands for Stream Editor. That sounds complicated, but here's the simple meaning. Sed reads text, makes a change, and shows that result. It does not open a text editor. It does not ask questions. It just processes text line by line. Most beginners get stuck because they try to learn everything at once. We will not be doing that in this video. We will start with one job only, replacing text. Before using sed, we need a file to work with. And we can do that simply by cat > servers.text. Your terminal will look like it's waiting for something. That's normal. Now we're going to type the following lines in. Server 1 is online. Enter. Server 2 is offline. Enter. Server 3 is offline. And now we're going to hit Control D to end the session. Made this file simple on purpose. It will let us focus on learning sed, not troubleshooting the file itself. So if I was to cat servers.txt, we see the file that we just created. And this is our starting point. Right now we have 2 servers that are marked offline. And here's the most important sed pattern you need to learn first. The structure is going to look like this when using sed. You're going to have single quote S for substitute, and then old is the text you want to find. New is the text you want to replace it with. So now let's use it real quick. I'm going to sed offline for online, single quote, and the servers.file text. And so I'm looking for everywhere it says offline, and I'm going to replace offline with online. So I'm going to hit enter. And looking at the error message here, you see one of the biggest mistakes I see people make when using sed, and I get an unterminated error when I try to use the command. And what happened was I forgot to do an uphill slash closing out my sed argument. So I'm going to go up, put my uphill slash, and then run sed command again. And then the output will be server. Each of the servers is going to say online now. And to briefly explain what just happened, sed read the file, it replaced the first occurrence of offline on each line, and it printed the results on the screen. The file itself was not changed. It simply echoed out the results on the screen. And to prove that, I'm going to cat the file real quick. And as you can see, these 2 servers are still offline. This is a safety feature, and it helps protect beginners from making mistakes when using the sed command. And this is why sed is safe to practice with. By default, sed replaces only the first match per line. To replace all matches, we add a G, and G means global. So we'll go back to our command we ran previously, and here at the end of the last uphill slash, we're going to put a G. And in this file, it looks the same, but the habit matters. When you want all matching replaced, always use the G option for global. So far, we have only previewed changes. We have not made any changes to the file itself. Now that we have safely tested the changes we're going to make by previewing it, we can safely update the file. And to do this, we're going to use a -I option. As a beginner, I suggest you always run sed first without the -I. And -I stands for in place of. So if we go back up to our sed command, at the beginning of it, we're going to do sed space -I in place of, and it's going to replace every instance of offline with the word online. So this time when we run it, the file itself has been changed, and you cannot undo this. That is why we always practice first without the -I option. And to confirm that the file itself has been changed, we're going to cat servers.txt, and now all the servers say they are online. And this is a pretty typical IT workflow. Preview the change first, apply the change second, and then always verify it before moving on. And you're not limited to just files. Sed also works with command output. For example, I could do echo status equals offline, type it to sed. We're going to search for offline, replace with online. Gave me the output status equals online. This is really common in scripts and automation. You take the output from one command and clean it up before using it. The number one biggest mistake I see a lot of people make when using the sed command is forgetting to use quotes. Without quotation marks, this can break or even behave in unpredictability. So always use quotes to be safe. The second biggest mistake I always see people make is using the -i for in place of too early. I have seen a lot of beginners modify files by accident. If you are learning or if you're not completely sure yet, to never use -i first. Preview the result without it first, and then -i for in place of. And the third biggest mistake that I see people make, and myself made early in this video, is typos in the text. Sed is exact. If the text doesn't not match exactly, nothing happens. So check your spelling, check the cases, and always check that you've exited out with the uphill slash in your command. So to give it kind of a real world feel, let's say for example, you have a configuration file that has something like this in it, where the environment is being defined as development, and you need to promote it to production. So you can use the sed command, and we're going to search for env equals dev, and we're going to replace it with env equals prod, exit the argument, closing quotation marks, the file name in place, and hit enter. And so we're going to preview it first and see that it's going to replace it with prod, which is what we want. We're going to go back to the command we previously ran, and this time we're going to put a -i for in place of, and this time we're going to run it. There's going to be no output because it actually edited the file this time, and we're going to verify that it edited the file by going back up to my cat command, and this time we have environment equals prod. This is how environment changes, feature flags, and service settings are updated safely and consistently. This is real IT work. And one small upgrade you can try is replacing text only on a specific line. So if I go back up to my sed command, and this time I'm going to put a 2 for the line number, and then the file name, this changes text only on line number 2. And to show you for real that it worked, I'm going to go back and reset this to what it previously was. So I got my servers.txt file back to how it originally was. So now I'm going to tell it to only replace line number 2, and only line number 2 has been changed. Now this is not something you really need to know yet, but just be aware that it exists. Sed becomes easy when you use it for one small task at a time. Work through these examples a few times and it will start to feel natural. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video.